Okay, beautiful. You're listening to Salish Anthem, sung by Myra Nahandi and Ellis Sellers on June 21, 2007, celebrating National Aboriginal Day. And that is somewhere in BC. Thank you, ladies. And this is footage from the Quileute tribe tsunami information video. I'd like you to go to the Quileute people's website and watch this video. I've got it in my favorites. We'll come back to it in a little bit. First, I'm going to give you the article. Representing something of a victory and yet a tragedy at the same time. Tsunami evacuation route. Tsunami evacuation route. Everybody wants one, eh? In fact, I was just making the first version of this about 20 minutes ago when a 4.4 shook the whole coast. I felt it, Pink felt it. It's off the coast of Oregon, and I'm sure they felt it in La Push. Not everybody's got a tsunami evacuation route. I've got one at home. There's the door. Not everyone has one. So this is good news. Thanks to some congressional people and the president, with some conscience, the Quileute is moving to higher ground. The Quileute people are moving to higher ground. This is an Indian Country Today Media Network by Richard Walker, February 28th, 2012. It's fantastic news. Unless you remember that the Quileute used to be the custodians of hundreds of, well, really probably thousands of square miles of unparalleled beautiful land on the peninsula. Native people don't ever say we own, we are custodians. And then it was all stripped away, and they were left with just a few acres here on the ocean at Tidewater. This is La Push. Here is the highway coming in from Forks. Forks is back over this way. This is the inner harbor. The Quileute are fishing people. And then as you can see, the bulk of the small village and many of the homes are actually right at the ocean's door. This is the tribal center, school, marina. Okay, so what I'm now going to talk about is I'm going to read a bit from the article, and it's quite long, actually. And for that reason, what I'm going to do is just to advise you, please, to come back to this article, read it yourself. Thank you to those who actually prayed for and campaigned for the Quileute. Thank you, Creator, for providing some measure of safety to the people. But I'm just going to read a few highlights, and then I'd like you to go back and read it yourself. And, HTTP, Indian Country Today Media Network, all one word, .com. I'll put it with the article. And I'm just going to read part of it. Thank you. La Push, Washington. Risk of tsunami is something that has always been top of mind for residents of this Quileute village on the Pacific Ocean. The ancestors told of a flood that carried the Chimacum Quileute band away in their canoes through a passageway in the Olympic Mountains and deposited them near Hood Canal, some 100 miles east. Today, Tony Foster vividly remembers as a child when the storm tides would come and the lower village, I just showed you the lower village, would be evacuated. Relatives would board up his grandmother's home and the family would leave until the storm subsided. And now debris washing up on Quileute people's shores in La Push from the March 11, 2011 quake and tsunami in Japan is a reminder that what has happened on the other side of the Pacific could happen here. And of course, mind you, that right there, they're telling you that they are receiving a lot of the debris already. Indeed, on the Senate floor February 13th, Senator Maria Cantwell D. Washington told of how 80 children go to a school that's just 1 foot above sea level. And every day they look directly out the window at the roaring waves of the powerful ocean and wonder when they can move to safe, higher ground, she said. And the river that runs through the reservation has been moving constantly over the last century, causing more erosion and flooding problems. The one road that connects the lower village to higher ground is often flooded, making it even more challenging to deal with this particular area in the case of a tsunami. And then, mind you, think about small children in a panic and think about elders trying to navigate that. Foster, who's now Quileute's chairman, tsunami is not a matter of if but when. Quote, that woke up a lot of people in Congress that it's a reality, that something like that could happen here, Foster said of the Japan tsunami in an interview with Indian Country Today Media Network. This winter, the tribe is receiving constant reminders of the danger it faces from the high water and coastal flooding that have occurred in the past several weeks. February 4th, the USGS reported a magnitude 5.7 earthquake off the coast of Vancouver Island. This is an ominous reminder of the imminent danger facing our tiny village. Okay, we just had a 4.4 at least off the coast of Oregon less than half an hour ago. Life is about to change on the Quileute Reservation. President Obama on February 27th signed a law transferring 772 acres of Olympic National Park land to the Quileute Nation, providing higher ground for a village that averaged 10 to 15 feet above sea level. H.R. 1162 was approved 38-1 by the House on February 6th and unanimously by the Senate on February 13th, forwarded to the President for signature on February 16th. This land will be added to private land which the Quileute have purchased to form a contiguous area upon which their administration offices, elder center, school, daycare center, and several homes will be built. The transfer settles a 50-year dispute between Olympic National Park and the Quileute over the northern boundary of the reservation, including land lost to the national park because of changes in the Quileute River's course. Okay, well, this is quite a lengthy article. Read it with both eyes open, and we do give thanks. Thank you, Creator. Thank you, Father, that something has been given back to the people. I'll just show you that, I'm just going to say, historically, the Quileute people would move with the seasons within their expansive territory. After the treaty was signed, movement was limited to a 1.5 square mile reservation bordered by the Pacific Ocean, the Olympic National Forest, and the flood-prone Quileute River, which is fed by mountain snowmelt and 115 inches of rainfall a year. Although the tribe's reservation at La Push is a spectacularly beautiful, it's also a dangerous place to live. Bill sponsor Representative Norm Dix, Port Angeles, said before the House vote, the threat of tsunamis is a harsh reality that the Quileute tribe faces every day. Well, it will still take many years before everything can be relocated to somewhat higher ground, and even so, very little has been restored, but at least this is the beginnings toward a tsunami evacuation route for the Quileute people. So again, I do my thanks are to those Congress people with a heart, and to, of course, Creator. This is, in the background, here's the video running. It's a Quileute tribe informational video. Very beautifully done. It'll make you cry. Okay? So please go to the tribe website, watch the video, read the article, continue to pray for them, for all the very, very many coastal Salish, well, really, in general, coastal First Nations peoples in Washington State, British Columbia, and Alaska, who are still very much in harm's way. All right, this is Warning 616, 2 wolves out. Everybody be safe. What a volatile time. What a volatile time. Everyone be safe. Prayers for all of us. Thank you, Creator, all my relations. Aho.